Your dynamic duo is back. We are back in full effect. I tell you, when work and life just seems to get in the way, when you come and just look and you're trying to enjoy and you just like, hey, I have really, really missed this. It's your boy, DK and TJ, DK and Tree Podcast. We here in full effect. Hey, I ain't even get the wrap up done. So let's get this out the way. My next statement is going wrap up week 10. Bengals and Ravens. You know, we went to a barn burner. We beat them by 135-34. Dolphins. I couldn't believe this when Edge went over the Rams 23-15. They made that look kind of easy. Lions, Texans. We gonna talk about that one. I mean, we gonna talk about that one with the million interceptions that was in that game. 26-23 Lions beat them. Eagles, woo, y'all put the beat down, shellacking. Hey, any Cowboys fans in here yet? They lost. 34-6 Jets. Hey, Uncle Aaron, he wasn't too happy about that. 31-6 Cardinals put a whipping on them. Chargers beat the billion-dollar team 27-17. Here we go. And this Tish, she already on the screen. She waiting to hear this one.
Of course.
The Steelers beat the Commanders 28-27. Wow. Hey, good win by you all.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Bills and Colts. Bills pulled it out over the Colts 30-20. Let me see. Vikings 12-7 over the Jaguars. We ain't going to talk about that game.
No.
Patriots and the Bears. What's going on up there in Chicago? The Patriots beat the Bears 19-3. Oh, Lord. Saints pulled it out over the Falcons 2017. 49ers, hey, y'all looking kind of scruffy around there, 49ers fans. I'm at 23-20 over the Bucks. Let's see. The Chiefs. Here we go again. They got to be, them and Detroit are the luckiest teams of this week, god dog it.
Yeah.
16-14 over the Broncos. And you got the Panthers 20-17 over the Giants, but I'm not surprised about that score anyway. There's your wrap up. Now, I just want to come in here and say this before we start off, because you know it's a big week for the Steelers and the Ravens. So I'm just starting off and saying, fuck Pittsburgh. There you go. Now we can start the show.
Well said. Oh, my Lord. I love it. Feels good. Feels good to be back. This is wonderful.
Oh, my God. So, you say hell no. Hey, it's all fuckery this week. It's just fuckery all week long until the game is over. Hey, somebody's gonna eat crow on Monday morning. Oh, I mean Sunday afternoon. Someone's gonna eat crow. We'll see what happens. Who ruffled y'all feathers? Ain't nobody ruffled the feathers. We just happy to be back. We are happy to be on here. But I don't even know where to start. I don't want to start if I want to start with 1 million interceptions or how lucky the Chiefs got. I'll let you decide that one. Go ahead.
I think we should discuss just honestly, I think it should be stated how wild Sunday Night Football was. Like I don't think it was stated enough. The best way I put it was I texted in a group chat that I'm in, and I said, watching Sunday Night Football was like watching two of your friends play Madden, but they've never played Madden before, and they didn't know the controls. Like, it was just like one interception after another. No one knew who to throw the ball to. It was just like, what is going on? What is this? So I was just watching the game like, what is this?
I got you.
If you looked, he threw an interception.
Yeah.
If you looked again and blinked, there was another interception that was thrown. Oh, if you looked again, Detroit threw another interception. Then if you turn around and look, the Texans threw an interception. I didn't know who was battling for what or throwing these interceptions, but I was getting a little sick of it.
Man, you and me both. Like, I think to go from what was Thursday Night Football between you guys and the Bengals to Sunday night, like, it was like night and day. It was ridiculous. I was just like, Ugh. Hey, no way. This is on live talk.
But the fact that they won the game is what got me.
Yeah.
Detroit end up winning the game with somebody saying 5 touchdowns. Ty, what's happening?
What's happening, Ty?
Oh.
Y'all 49ers. Y'all 49ers have been so shaky today. I'm telling y'all right now.
How you win a game throwing 5 interceptions? 5. I think they said the last time that happened was 1970. I think it was the Bears and I forgot who they said.
The Colts.
Last time the Bears and the Colts. 1970. 5 interceptions. And they still won the game. Now, you know how I advocate for the Texans and CJ Stroud. You know I advocate for them. I do. I advocate for them a lot. So does this make the Texans sorry, or was it just a fluke? I'm just saying.
My thing with Houston is that it's like, what's really going on there? Like, as much as we want to say, oh, it's the injuries or they don't have any weapons, like, we were saying this last year. Like, last year, their offensive line wasn't playing too great. But it did enough for CJ Stroud to have one of the best rookie seasons of all time.
All time, yes.
To go from that to, like, now CJ Stroud needs an O-line to protect. Like, it's like, what's really going on here? Now, let's see what happens when they get Nico Collins back. It looks like they're going to get him back up and running in time for Monday Night Football. But, man, like, it seems like CJ is dressed. Every single time he snaps the ball, he's just running for his life. It's like, oh, my God. Just take the underneath and you're fine. But I don't know. I don't know.
Well, we showing up. Dante texted me earlier, too. He said, we up. I said, yes. We are up. It's the fuckery the whole week. The whole week is fuckery. Until that game is over. And I think we slated for 1 o'clock.
Yep.
They should have made us Sunday Night Football.
I was about to say, y'all should have flexed that one. Yeah.
They should have made us Sunday Night Football. Or the 425 game, the game of the week. That should have been. But,
I agree.
Hey, I'm not the NFL. Whatever. They doing whatever they're doing up there. But, again, so where's all this MVP talk for Jared Goff anymore? It's gone. After throwing 5 picks.
That's done.
History.
No.
What up, D? I see you.
No, sir. That is over and done with.
That's done. History. You can't come back from throwing 5 picks. Even though he won the game. They won the game, but you can't come back from that. You can't come back to that. Because I was looking for Stephen A, and I watched him, and he said nothing. He was just in a corner. I was like, oh, where's Mr. the Detroit Lions front runner MVP in your opinion? Gone.
That's out the window now.
Yeah.
That's out the window.
Yeah. I was actually disappointed in Detroit. But Houston just seemed to have their number.
Yeah.
They had their number.
And it just,
they had their number.
I don't know. I don't know. Because the one thing I will say, both defenses played well. But it was one of those things, man, where I'm just like, yo, is this bizarre world or what? What is going on? Mm-hmm. And it's like some of these interceptions were like careless too. Like it wasn't one of those, oh, the defense just made a great play. They just beat them to the spot and that was it. Can't throw a better ball than that. No, like some of these interceptions, I'm like, there's a guy underneath, there's a guy in the intermediate, but you just chose to take that deep ball, gets picked off, and you're just, like everybody's really shocked. I'm like, there was some stuff underneath you could have just hit. They
was picking off those balls like they was stealing out the candy out the closet. Oh, that's mine. Man. Oh, that's mine.
Yeah. I'm like, what's going on here?
I was just shocked in Detroit's performance. I just knew they were going to lose that game, especially throwing 5 picks. But Detroit just couldn't close. I mean, the Texans couldn't close that game out.
No.
Couldn't close it out. I felt bad for them. I mean, you throw 5 picks. Analytics, what the analytics say, you're supposed to win that game.
You're supposed
The
to.
analytics.
And what made it worse was Houston was up 23-7 at halftime. Like it wasn't one of those, it was kind of a blowout to begin with or anything like that. Like they were up big and they gave up. They blew the lead. They were up 23-7.
Kind of like our defense.
Yes, kind of.
Kind of like our
That's
defense.
putting it
Blow the
lightly.
lead, yeah.
That's putting it lightly, yeah. So it was one of those things where it's just like that's probably what's going to sting the most is that you had such a huge lead and you played so well in the first half. Like Houston, the way Houston's offense was running, like it was like, oh, okay, this is going to be ugly. And then you just saw like that first play coming out of the quarter, coming out of halftime, pick. I'm like, and here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, like it was just
Wait a minute.
there.
Here we go. I'm sorry.
So yeah, Houston. I think that's going to sting them the most. The fact that they were up 23-7 at halftime, and literally they were shut out the whole second half. They did not score again after that. They lost 26-23. So that's probably what's going to sting them more than anything else. Let's hope that they can improve the offensive line. But
welcome,
man. It looks like CJ is going to be running for his life, man. Even if he has Nico back, it's going to be rough.
Even that. Look at the hesitation that he had because on one of those picks that he threw, he hesitated. If he'd have just slung it, that'd have been a touchdown. But he was hesitating.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I have an offensive line who became turnstiles overnight, and now not to turn them matadors, just letting people get by and hitting them. I would be hesitant too. Like, do I just take the sack here? I can't just throw it away. It's 3rd and 25. Like, what am I supposed to do? And then it's like he sees the target right there, but it's like, man, like I don't trust my O-line. And I don't blame him. He doesn't trust the O-line right now. And until the O-line can prove that they can be trusted, he would always be playing like that. Which is unfortunate, but that's the truth.
Yeah, that was an ugly game. That was just an ugly game. That game was ugly. That was rough. And if I'd have thrown 5 picks, I wouldn't even talk to the media. No, I'm good for the night. Y'all saw what I did. There you go. Sprinkle some dust. I'm done. Yeah, I'm just leaving. I don't want to have to explain this. Let's see. AJ Brown going to eat the secondary of the Ravens when they play. We'll see. We will see.
Do we have an Eagles fan here? Is that
Remy's 49ers? Remy is 49ers.
Hey, look, Remy,
you're
more than welcome to always join the squad. Don't feel like you have to be alone here. Don't worry. I will shed a tear for you and have a blanket full of Eagles coverage waiting for you.
But since him and Ty are in here, let's talk about Debo.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Debo. Pushing your what was it? The kicker? The punter? Or what was it?
The long snapper.
Long snapper. What's up with that?
Man, look, I said this 3 weeks ago. Like, these 49ers, man, I'm starting to get Of course, Remy. But when it comes to the 49ers, man, like I'm really tired of them. I feel like the last 3 years, like I've always been told, we've always said that the 49ers have a top 5 roster. They have a top 5 head coach, and they have all these pieces. And yet this year, they're 5-4 or whatever their record is right now. And it's like they're not getting the job done in the red zone. They're not scoring points effectively. Their defense is giving us stuff on 3rd down. It's like, how much more help do you need? How many more pieces do you need? Because all I heard all year long was, oh, they don't have Chris McCaffrey. That's why we suck on offense. I'm like, but you still have Debo. You still have Kittle. You had Ayuk before,
he got hurt.
before he got hurt. But it's like, come on, man. Like, how many more people do you need on your roster to win games? And so now that they are squeaking by, like playing Tampa Bay should have easily have been some sort of a blowout. I'm not saying that they had to beat them 30-0, but given that Tampa did not have both of their receivers, and they have some injuries on that O-line and on their defense as well, this should have been handled easily. It should not have gone down to the wire like that.
Okay. All right. He said they've been missing CMC. Okay. I give you
That's not an
CMC, but when is
excuse.
everybody else going to step up?
That's not an
I remember
excuse
Ayuk
anymore.
was there, and Ayuk really wasn't doing anything before he got hurt. And they paid him all that money.
That's not an excuse. That's not an excuse. You have too many other pieces around him, around Purdy, for you to be relevant and for you to be effective. I don't care if CMC decided to go get traded somewhere. You still, even without CMC, have one of the best rosters in the NFL. So when y'all are struggling on offense out of all places, that's a problem. And when I think about that, I'm looking at Kyle Shanahan, the guy that we all anointed as the second coming of Jesus Christ when it comes to the head coaching position behind Andy Reid. But yet, here we are, struggling to beat Tampa Bay. We struggled. Let me address this. Really? Okay, so we had a first half that
He's taking a shot at the Ravens. He's taking a shot at the Ravens. He's taking a shot at the Ravens.
It's not us because we didn't start out guns blazing on Sunday. So what? We were sitting up there thinking like, all right, look, man, they don't have that. They don't have nothing. This is gonna be a cakewalk. And they treated the whole first half like, you know what, man, we're just gonna sleepwalk past this. Innocently, what they did. As soon as it got out of halftime, it was on and popping, and it was belt to ass. That was it. So compare that to a team in San Francisco who you can make the argument has the same amount of talent as the Philadelphia Eagles today. You're struggling to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who's depleted on every side of the football by 3 points. That's a problem. Like Kyle Shanahan, what more do you need? What more do you need? Seriously.
Yeah, you're right. Because again, like you said, he's supposed to be the offensive genius, right?
Yes.
He calls his own plays. You see everything. So if something's not working, why not switch it up? How about get an offensive coordinator?
He is the offensive coordinator.
How
That's
about
the
getting
problem.
one? Hey, Stefanski got rid of his duties for someone, right? Maybe he should do the same thing.
Maybe. But it's an accountability thing. And you know how I'm big on that. Like, you have a top 5 roster, but you're struggling in the red zone. You're like near bottom last in the red zone.
Right.
What? How is that allowed? Come on now. Like, make it make sense. Now, I know you got the Seahawks this week, so you're going to chew them up and eat them alive.
Division game.
Yeah, because you always beat them. That's fine. You're going against Geno. That doesn't mean anything to me. Going forward, if y'all not putting points up on the board, like, how are we supposed to take y'all seriously when we get to playoff time? Or do we? Because I'm going to tell you something right now. Ain't nobody talking about them. But them Arizona Cardinals are no joke this year.
Oh, they are pouring it on, ain't they?
They are no joke.
On.
So y'all can keep being lazy and y'all can keep being not effective in the red zone if you want to. Arizona will mess around and win this division. And when they do, if they do, we're going to have a lot of questions for Kyle Shanahan. And I'm not joking.
Yeah, absolutely. AJ might do that and still get the L. Let's see. He's not a damn genius. Go back to when he was in the Super Bowl with Atlanta. He always fucks up.
How can you do that when you were up 28-3? Like,
and you allow Tom Brady. And you allow Tom Brady to bring that game back.
Yeah, last time I checked, he's an offensive guy. That's on Dan Quinn. That has nothing to do with Kyle Shanahan. He did his job. 28-3. What more do you want him to do? Come on.
I score more points. You're going against Brady.
No, I get that. But
that falls on the defense, though.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
That falls on the defense.
That's on the defense. Let's not play that game. Kyle Shanahan was fine. He did his job. What, you want him to mess around and be on the field too? Come on, man. Stop it.
Like Bo knows, like Bo.
Yeah,
Bo knows, right.
like little Bo Jackson. Come on, man. Stop.
Right.
Get out of here. Come on, man. Let's be real serious. Come on.
He let the foot off the gas and played conservative. That's what the hit. Well, if you up 28-3,
wouldn't you be conservative too? Like
you up 28-3. But right now, in the time that we in, you got to keep your foot on the gas.
Yeah.
Maybe back then you could be conservative, but right now in this time we can be in, you have to keep your foot on the gas. Because as we seen with Detroit and the Texans, that was the Texans by all right should have won that damn game. No ifs, no ands, no buts. They should have won that game. They should have won. What happened? Good question, because I don't know.
Right.
Somebody with 5 interceptions and they still win the game? Hell no, not against Brady. I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you. But the defense also needs to step up too.
Like
the defense also needs to step up.
You did it in the first half. Just do it again in the second half. And it just didn't happen. They just kept scoring on them. That's not Kyle Shanahan's fault. You're like, come on now.
That's on the defense.
That's on the defense.
That's on the defense.
Yeah, no. Come on, y'all. Come on. Let's put the accountability where it's supposed to be. I'm just saying what I'm saying about Kyle Shanahan now, because it's like you have all these weapons here. And I've been told all year round about how great you are as an offensive play caller. So when you're struggling in the red zone and you're ranking 28, I'm like, what? This ain't right. Like, there's no way you can tell me that this is.
I mean, y'all played the Super Bowl last year, and it's not like y'all really lost anybody. Y'all didn't really lose anybody.
No.
Y'all still have a stacked house, defense and offense. But
so what's this?
Right now, it seems like everything's about to run through Detroit.
Yeah.
They the juggernaut over there.
Yep. So that's my only thing with Shanahan. Like, come on, man. Like, especially with Christian McCaffrey back, like, there ain't no more excuses, man. There's just not. Just put the points on the board and win the games. Because
that's it.
Arizona will steal this division from you, and it will not be pretty.
And they are putting it together.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
like, Arizona got some dudes. Arizona got some dudes today.
Yeah,
like,
they was
no
putting it together. I said, ooh, Arizona's up. That everyone not healthy, and I picked Detroit and KC in the Super Bowl. Okay. And until somebody proves they can stop Kansas City, he just may be right. Because it seems like no one can seem to stop Kansas City right now. But they're playing Buffalo this week. In Buffalo. Let's see what happens. Here's my thing. If they keep Mahomes on the sideline, they'll win the game. You got to keep Mahomes on the sideline.
That's their problem, though. That is their problem, though. They haven't been running the game. They haven't been running the ball a whole lot.
Yeah, you got to keep the Mahomes on the sideline. If you don't, they're going to win that game too. And remember how we talked about it, how favorable their schedule is now. Their schedule is favorable.
Yes.
Their schedule is favorable. Josh is a beast. He's a beast also. But their schedule is favorable right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, easy. They could easily go undefeated. Easily.
Yep.
Even though Mahomes ain't playing at his best right now. At all.
And that's the thing.
It all came down. It said, don't do that. Patricia is paying the refs.
Oh my God. Come on, y'all. We still doing this? We still doing this, y'all? Okay. Okay, I mean, at this point, man, I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna just go with it. Like, sure. It's always the refs. I mean, like, what more do y'all need to see? Because this is the thing with Kansas City. Like, y'all can sit up there and tell me it's the refs. Y'all can tell me it's a fluke this, it's a fluke that. Guys, they're 9-0. They're 9-0.
It's the worst looking 9-0 ever, but they're 9-0.
But they're 9-0.
They're the only undefeated team.
So no. Y'all can tell me
what we not being real about. Okay, you know how I am. Everyone knows how I am hard on these refs about missing calls. You know how I am about this.
Yes.
It's scripted and entertainment. You know how hard I am on these refs. I call a spade. I'm like, oh, they didn't see this. Oh, they didn't see that. Oh, wait till we talk about our game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
But they ain't shit. Listen, there's no team I think hating in the NFL other than the Kansas City Chiefs right now.
No.
Because they start to see this whole New England thing and them. This whole 2.0 dynasty thing. Mm-hmm. No one right now is more hated in the NFL than Kansas City. And again, if it wasn't for the block field goal, Denver probably would have won that game.
They would have. They were too close for them to miss that.
Hey, listen. And even what? What's his name? Who's the coach? I forgot. What's his name? Denver.
Sean Payton.
Payton. He even got on there and said, "Hey, we had that number. We took it to him." Yes. He said, "We just didn't get the job done." He said it. We took it to him.
That's it. But I mean,
and they was taking it to him up in Arrowhead. They was taking it to him
on the road, right? On
the road. So it's just who's going to do it? Buffalo may. They got enough firepower. They got Amari Cooper up there.
Yeah, who's been hurt the past couple of weeks. I mean, come on, man. You just got there, dog. I know you're trying to shed off the remains of Cleveland. I don't blame you, but my God, can we get you on the field again? Like this, like I hope we don't see him out. I hope we see him out there, because if we don't, it's gonna be Josh Allen against
ugly.
Yeah,
the
whole world.
And what did we say last season? Oh, if Josh throws a pick, that game's over. Kansas City gonna win.
You can't make mistakes against them. You can't make mistakes against them.
Right.
If you don't follow up your game plan in the manner that you're supposed to, leading up to playing against them, and you make sure that you don't have any mistakes, you beat Kansas City. Now, of course, that's easier said than done, but that is a recipe. A lot of teams, when they go against Kansas City, they want to do all this flashy shit. They want to do all these different things. It's like, oh yeah, let's do some trickery, but realize they're going against a top 5 defense. Like that's not how that works. Stick to what you're great at, and then make no mistakes, and you have a chance to beat them. That's really what happened in Denver. Denver just didn't have a whole lot of weapons to go around. That's when they
Angela, hey, where's the wings and the beer? Who would I put my money on in that game, KC or Buffalo? I think if Josh Allen plays a perfect game, they'll beat Kansas City, because Kansas City really ain't hitting on offense. If he plays a perfect game, they're going to beat Kansas City, because the offense right now is not clicking. What's saving Kansas City is the defense. Oh man. You going back to work? Josh all day. I think everyone is rooting against Kansas City right now. I believe. But again, okay, what was the question? I just said if it's Buffalo.
Who do you have
in Kansas City?
Who do you have?
If Buffalo plays a perfect game, it's Buffalo.
It's a big ass.
He has to play a perfect game.
It's a big ass if.
It's Buffalo. Yeah, it's a big if.
You have Buffalo winning? That's what he's asking. You have Buffalo winning?
If he plays a perfect game, yes. If he doesn't play a perfect game, no.
Have Buffalo winning against Kansas City?
And they're playing in Buffalo.
Let me
Yeah.
look. I think it's
No, they're playing in Buffalo. They're playing in
It's in
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Yes. I'll give it to Buffalo. I'm gonna go with Buffalo.
Y'all up? Okay. Okay.
I usually save this for today, the predictions.
Yeah. Oh man. I would put my money on Kansas City. I'm sorry. When you are a team who finds a way to win and it's not just one way, I'm going to have a whole lot of faith that you're going to find a way to squeak out a victory.
Right.
It may not be pretty. It may get ugly. It may be a whole lot of different things. But you want to know what it's going to end up with? A Chiefs win.
Yeah.
Because that's all they do. Nothing's ever been pretty this year. But they find a way to win.
Guess what else is going to happen? Guess what else is going to happen? Buffalo's going to cut the hot water off like they did.
As they should. They should. I'm all for the pettiness. The pettiness don't have to go away even if you get, even if you lose. But that's what I'm saying. Like I just need y'all to just accept the fact that Kansas City is one team who doesn't need to drop 30 points a game to be effective. They can literally win however way they want to. It does not matter.
With 17, with 20 points. It's not been a lot of points. It has not been a lot. Their defense makes sure of it. Their defense.
Yes. Like if their defense was trash, okay, this would be a different story. But they're top 5. Like what? At what point do you just give credit where credit is due?
I agree with you. Some of it is the refs. It's like, okay, and some of it is the refs. But wait, I'm going to jump on the Baltimore game since we want to talk about refs. I want to jump on that game. That bomb burner that we had with Cincinnati, right? Now, what happened? What happened again? Ravens were down 21-7. 21-7, right? We brought it back. Fourth quarter happens. Now it's starting to be a shootout, right?
Right.
What happens? Burrow gets the ball back. 4th and 10. Bam! Oh, here's a flag. Personal foul. Okay. Get him again. Another flag. Gets him down the field. Oh, flag. We were flagged, I think, 10 times in that game to Cincinnati 3. Here's what everybody was talking about. Oh, the 2-point conversion. Oh, they missed a holding call and they missed a face mask. And
which is fair, by the way. Which is fair, by the way.
Listen. If they've been penalizing us the whole game, then why didn't they call it?
Yeah.
Okay. The face mask. I'm not even going to hop on the face mask because to me that wasn't an egregious face mask. To me, it wasn't egregious. Okay. Now the holding call, on the other hand, that was egregious. Now that was egregious. That was egregious. That okay. I give you that one. That was egregious. The face mask, I'm not harping on. Okay. But what I'm saying is this. Everybody was talking about, oh, they missed these calls. They penalized the hell out of our ass that whole game.
That's true.
We got brutalized with penalties. And y'all want to harp on that. Y'all, that cost us the game.
Yeah, and that's exactly why. That's the only reason why. Is because that's kind of what decided who won or lost, which I want to be the unpopular guy here. Can we just acknowledge that they were supposed to take the points and just have a chance at overtime? Like, why? Why would you even I don't care about how bad your defense is. Give yourself a chance. You'd rather just sit up there and just be like, oh, yeah, you know what, man? Nah. We're just going to chance it. Let's go for 2. No!
Neither defense was doing any damn thing. So, just like when it came down to the coin toss with Baker and Mahomes got the ball and ended the game, at least you would have gave your team a shot. We've always been an advocate for take the points. Take the points. Take the points.
Yes.
Take the points.
Go to overtime and give yourself a chance. So
now you getting an iffy 2-point conversion. You may or may not get a call that's something that happened. Then you're upset about it. But if you went into overtime and lost it, well, like I said, JB ain't in here. But I saw his post talking about we stole one. How we steal one and we were penalized the most in the game. We were how we steal one. Oh, the refs helped y'all win. Did you look at the penalty? The Bengals only had 3 penalties the whole game. We had, I think it was either 8 or 10 the whole game. So that was a shootout. Either way, them two were shooting it out. Now, defense. Let me go to them. Trash.
Give me 1 second. Yep.
Defense. Our defense was trash. Jamar Chase, right? 200. What is it? 67 yards receiving against our defense. But no one's saying anything about that, right? Y'all sitting there saying, oh, refs, the Bengals fans anyway, because they be crying, all these Bengals fans. So I was like, nope. It makes no sense. So y'all want to sit here and complain and all this other stuff about the refs. But the refs is doing it with everybody. Let me see. You need to read the Bible. You don't script it. I read the Bible. Secondary gushing blood. Yes, he killed us. Not in the first game. He killed us in the second game too. He killed us in both games. Both. He killed us. Jamar Chase killed us. Matter of fact, let me have a funeral for the goddamn secondary. Okay? Because here's the thing. When he threw that bomb, it was 17 seconds. He caught the ball, and then he was playing with the defense, just running on the 1 yard line. He was just sitting there waiting for somebody to run, and then he put the ball over there. He tore us a new one. Okay?
Yeah.
Boy's bad. Tore us a new one. And we still squeaked out a win. But let me see. The refs didn't leave him booty naked open.
Like, come on, y'all.
Torched us. He torched us. He cremated us. One player made our defense look irrelevant.
That's right.
And if they don't change that, we're going to have a problem.
What?
Oh, my God. I'm just saying. That game for us, that should be a wake up that something needs to change on defense. I'm still saying fire Zach Orr. I am. We can't blame the refs for Chase killing us. No, we cannot blame the refs. But the Bengals fans are saying that they were robbed. I said, how were you robbed when we had 10 penalties versus your 3? How were you robbed?
Wow.
How were you robbed? Like I said, the face mask I'm not giving. That wasn't egregious. Now, if he'd have grabbed it, ripped his head, okay, fine. It was a hit. I'm not saying. But that holding one, yeah. I'll take that. On the goal line, I'll take that one. Yeah, I'll take that one. I'll take that. The missed call.
Right.
But again, if you'd have just kicked the field goal, you wouldn't have had that problem. You'd have picked the extra point, you wouldn't have had that problem.
Or you ready for this one? Gave the ball to Jamar Chase, the same guy that's been killing the defense all game long. Like, what are we doing right now?
Wait a minute. What's his slogan? I'm always open.
Like 7-Eleven, baby. You're damn right.
Yeah.
Come on,
and
man.
he was, because for 267 yards, he was always open.
Right.
He torched our defense.
Come on, man.
Man, he served us up like BK. He had his way with us. Okay? He had his way with us. And much props and respect to him.
That's it.
Much props and respect. They weren't saying that they were robbed. They was looking for a few pot shots at Lamar the first game. No, those Bengals fans were saying they were robbed. Yeah. Oh. Trust me. I was in those war rooms. They was talking about they were robbed. They say they were robbed. They was like, oh, you missed this call, that call, that call, that call. Okay, again, we were penalized more than you. Right. They was just giving us the business with the flags. You know something? They should have just gave us the flags for souvenirs. Hold on, I got one for you.
Personal foul. The Ravens. They were breathing. 15-yard penalty. Wait. Personal foul. The Ravens. They showed up to the stadium before everybody else. Personal foul. The Ravens. They just here on the field and they look intimidating. Personal foul. The Ravens. We just will make something up on the fly.
Come on now. They gave us the business.
Right. Yeah.
They gave us the business. And there was nothing we could do about it but sit there and take it. Along with Jamar Chase with the KY giving that to us too.
Nah, for real.
I'm just saying. What could we do? The players prop for AJ over under might be 100 plus out the gate against the Ravens. You know something? The way that secondary look could be. The way our secondary look.
It could be.
The way our secondary look could be.
Oh my Lord. Yeah. I don't even want to get to that. That's it. That's all the way in December.
Yeah. We'll talk about that after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, man.
When we get there. Yeah, absolutely.
And speaking of crossing, let's shift gears to a blowout, if you will, by the name of the Philadelphia Eagles. Yet again, I got to shed a little bit of tears here. Putting up 30 points, putting the belt to ass on the Dallas Cowgirls. And of course, for those of you who may not know or may know, the Dallas Cowgirls is simple. The D is silent because they don't play defense. And, I just got to say, man, it feels oh so good. It feels oh so good. We got people complaining about the sun being in their eyes, like CeeDee Lamb. We got Dak last week talking about, this team fucking sucks. We have Mike McCarthy, being trashed. The list goes on. He's getting a little antsy himself. Them old guys, they just find a way to be a little bit prickly these days. So you have Jerry Jones, who's, getting aggravated with every single question there is. It's just a beautiful place to be. It really is. And, to have a team who's just really starting to show its dominance a little bit, I feel comfortable saying this now. The Eagles are a top 10 team in the NFL. And it does me great joy to say that. It does me such great joy. It really does. It really does. And I know everybody's saying, well, the Cowboys suck. You should have expected that. You have no idea how some of these division games go. Okay?
Yeah. Just like tomorrow night. You just don't know how that's going to go.
No.
You don't know how that's going to go.
Unfortunately, I have a $100 spot on the game tomorrow night. So, I didn't forget. But, you just never know. And even with Cooper Rush at quarterback, I was like, oh, my God. But to win that game, 34-6, feels great, man. Feels great.
Yeah. That was it. Like I said, well, wait a minute. Didn't that happen on Monday Night Football, too? They talked about something was in their eyes?
Oh, yeah, I think so. It's that glare. It's that glare,
Yeah.
Oh, man. You're betting the house? Really? Do you know how close that game is going to be? Do you know how close that game is going to be?
That's probably going to be a close game. That's going to be a close game.
It's going to be one close of a game.
Yeah,
Derrick Henry's going to go off. Saquon's going to go off. AJ's going to go off. Devontae's going to go off. Like, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I putting the house on
Yeah.
it. Please do not hit up.
Don't
the
put
show.
the house on it. Don't put the house on
No,
it.
I'm saying that as a fan. If you put the house on it, you, sir, either be prepared to be homeless or I don't know. Because to take the house on it is something different. Now, if you said, I'm only putting $10 on this game, just to see something. Okay, cool. But nah, buddy. Nah. You got that, Chief. You got that one.
Oh, no, he is a monster. Because after that, his WWE move over the Defender backwards, I'm just saying. he is a monster.
He's a bad man.
But I wouldn't want Derrick Henry running at me neither. I mean, did we forget when we played Cleveland, even though he lost, he knocked that dude out with his elbow? He gave that dude a neck injury.
Yeah, man.
That's some scary stuff of some guy that big running at you. I'm having fun watching Barkley run.
Me too. I think we all are. I think, and this is another thing I want to say about Saquon, like, because he was in New York for so many years, we kind of just thought that he was just done. Because every year he just kept getting hurt or he just wasn't being productive. When, in all honesty, we all knew it was because he was playing for the Giants. Then he gets, then we get him for $18 million, if I'm not mistaken, for 3 years. And he's already tearing some shit up. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, it feels good in the neighborhood. And I ain't talking about State Farm, okay? It is awesome to have Saquon Barkley. So just like Micah said it on his podcast, I'm going to say it here. We thank the New York Giants for showing your best case scenario of how to be completely and utterly stupid in the front office by allowing us to have Saquon Barkley and wreck the league all for it. I love it. It feels great.
It just feels great. Feels great. Feels great.
It really does. It really does. I got to get me some Taylorport now. I might need to get me a glass or something, man. It feels so good. Feels so good. 2 losses on the year. You could make an argument that we should have only just one because that Atlanta game, yes, I never forgot. But, oh, yeah, it feels good. It feels good to be in this seat today. I still think that Nick Sirianni needs to be fired. I still do.
Just like I said, Zach Orr should be fired too. But
because Nick is not doing it for me, man. Like, even in a Jaguars game, he almost costed us by missing out on 8 points because he wanted to go for 2. Like, no, what are you doing? Yeah, he's got to go, but
take the points.
Yes.
We preach it all the time. Take the points ASAP. Yeah, I agree.
He's got to go.
Got to go.
Sirianni got to go. So, but you know what? You know what's sad about the NFL? We talk all the time about how much it's a result-oriented business and how there's a lot of guys who, probably don't deserve an opportunity, but they keep getting chance after chance because how productive they are. That's the thing with Nick Sirianni. Unfortunately, with them having a winning record like this, even if they even remotely get to the NFC Championship game, if they lose the NFC Championship game, Nick Sirianni's going to have a job.
Right.
It's like, and it's all because they keep winning, but they're winning in spite of him, not because of him. And I've always said that. But it's not going to matter because they mess around and get in the NFC Championship, which is very likely, by the way. He gets to stay for another couple of years.
Yeah, but from the way it looks, if you do, it's going through Detroit.
I know. So
it's going through Detroit.
That's what makes it tricky, man. Like, I don't know. I'm grateful though. This is great Eagles football I've seen. The defense, by the way, has been playing spectacular. I've been so proud of them. I've been so used to the Eagles defense struggle over the past couple of years. So to see them actually ball out in the manner that they have is impressive. It's awesome. It's awesome. Oh, I already did, Remy. Trust me. We plan on winning some money tonight. Hey, by the way, y'all.
Hey, good luck.
It's a 5-day winning streak for me on my bets. So I'm winning something every night. I'm feeling pretty good. I want to keep the streak going tonight. We'll see.
Good luck to you. But man,
yeah.
I just tell you that the NFL right now, we are on fire, but man, we about to be depressed in about 9 weeks.
Yeah,
about 9 weeks.
It's about
to be over already. I mean, we were just so happy. And now our soap opera is about to come to an end.
Right. That's sad, man. Ridiculous.
But that's okay. That's okay. One of the things that Orr does that Al Hassan didn't do was he allowed the players to get past our secondary period, but Orr does. Yeah. Mike McDonald never let anybody get past our secondary. Never. Kept them in front of us, and we was straight to the ball. If you caught it, we were on you.
That's right.
We also had a pass rush. We also had a good pass rush. So that was helping us out a lot. Because when Detroit came to town, guess what we were doing? Burying golf. Hey, Auntie. Welcome in. Yeah, we also had a pass rush. Now, that's going to kill us coming up in something, especially in the Steelers game. Not having a good pass rush. Cutting some thing on Russell Wilson.
Right.
You know, we got to put some pressure on him. So, because Russ is going to pick us apart if we don't.
Boy, he's starting to wing that football around.
Yeah. Good question, D. I have no idea. I have no idea.
I got nothing.
I got nothing. I have nothing. All I know is when we go to Pittsburgh on Sunday, it's going to be on and popping. And all my Pittsburgh fans that's on here that listen to me or whatever, it's on and it's popping. At 4:00, the trash talk is going to begin for somebody. It is what it is. And on Tuesday, somebody may have to eat crow. Maybe me. It may be y'all. I don't know. But, you know, I don't bet against us. And y'all don't bet against y'all. So may the best team win.
Right. There
may
you
the
go.
best team win.
That's right.
May the best team win. So that's all I got to say. You know, this is the games we've been waiting for. But you see, Pittsburgh, here's the thing. This is their first division game. They still got to play the Bengals. They still got to play the Browns.
That's right.
So it may not work in their favor. It may not.
Maybe, but if there's one thing I can say about the Steelers this year, they
find a way to win.
Yeah.
They find a way to win. They find a way to win.
Russell Wilson is starting to sling that ball around, and that's not something we usually see with the Steelers. It's
right.
Man, I'm like, okay, maybe it's not going to be that much of a lock as everybody might think it would be. I don't know, because Russell Wilson's no joke. Hey, I want to give a shout out to Najee Harris, who's finally woken himself up alive and started playing well. Right. So their running game's playing well
started
too.
Running the ball.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's like, come on, man. Like maybe we might need to look at the Steelers a little bit seriously. I will say that after seeing the past couple weeks, like, oh, okay, coming off a bye, going against a Washington team that's on fire.
On fire.
I mean,
yep.
It was close. It was very close. 28-27 close.
It came down to inches on that fourth down. Inches.
Yes.
Now, if Washington probably would have went down there and got that field goal, it was over. It was over. Call me a hater, but I really wanted the Chiefs to lose. So did we.
You're just being real. You're being real.
So did we.
No, I get that. I get that all
right now, like I said, the Chiefs is the most hated team in the NFL. They are. Except the Chiefs fans. The Chiefs fans. But they're the most hated team in the NFL. To lose, that's 0. Yeah. So, again, but they're the only undefeated team, and their schedule is very favorable for them. Very favorable.
Yep.
It's very favorable for them. So we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens. But they didn't.
I know, Tish.
Me too, with no touchdowns. We just saying. Right now, they find the way to win, and it's not the offense that's really doing it; it's the defense for them.
Defense. Mm-hmm.
Mahomes, I think, has the highest interception rate in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
The highest. Who has the lowest? Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
He only has 2.
It's crazy.
2.
It's unbelievable.
2.
If you had told me this at the beginning of the year, I would have been like, oh, okay. Let me know what strand of weed you're smoking, because I want some of that. If you had told me that at the beginning of the year, man. But
Lamar is cooking. Mm-hmm. And that's why when he go to this game with Pittsburgh, because everything has slowed down for him. So I got this. Oh, we down 7? We down 14? I got us.
Yeah,
and that's when he's coming out there. Oh, we good. Mm-hmm. We good. I got us. No problem. He's coming out there with reckless abandon. That's and like, right. I got y'all. Come on, offense. We got y'all. And it's man, it's great. That game gonna be crazy.
Agreed.
But I definitely want a stiff arm alert. Just imagine if we had Andy Reid. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If we had Andy Reid, yeah.
No. What if y'all had Steve Spagnuolo, their defensive guy? Imagine if you had him.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Like
the defense would probably be 1,000,000 times better.
Yeah.
1,000,000 times better.
Spags is no joke. And I thought that he, it's so crazy how certain head coaches, guys who were head coaches, are just so much better on their side of the ball, but they're not, they're just not a good job of being the head honcho of an operation. Steve Spagnuolo has been a head coach before, but boy.
As a defensive coordinator, he's vicious.
He's going to go to the Hall of Fame as a defensive coordinator. That's ridiculous. So, yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, even Belichick.
Mm-hmm.
Even Belichick.
Yeah, sure.
Because he don't say nothing. He just watches. Okay, writes his little notes. All right, this is what we going to do. Bam. Mm-hmm. And it happens. Right. It happened.
So yeah, I'll say that for sure.
Yep. It happened. So I'm just saying it's getting down to the nitty-gritty. But like I said, this is a big week for everybody. And y'all starting it off. Starting it off for Thursday night.
Unfortunately. I hope it's a very entertaining game. It looks like it will be, but
as long as it's not 5 interceptions. As long as it's not 5 interceptions.
Please don't. Please don't scare me, because I promise you, if I watch another game that has a quarterback that threw for 5 interceptions and they did not get pulled, bro, I promise you, I can't do it. I cannot do it. Nope. Sorry. Can't do it.
I didn't see any stories about that. About Andy Reid having a heart issue last week.
No,
I didn't hear any stories about that. Yeah.
Now that makes me look into that now.
Yeah, Lamar is playing different than last time. Lamar's playing completely different. Okay. I don't like how sometimes they start the game and they got him throwing. I'm like, run the damn ball.
Mm-hmm. Right. Think about who you had back there.
Yeah. So
right.
The Broncos defense was supposed to be good too, but we crushed them. Yeah, we did. What was it? 10 points? Held Buffalo to 10 points. I'm like, what is this up and down? I need consistency, okay? This is like a bad relationship. You're good some days and then you're bad the others.
Right. Like, what is going on here?
Right. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Henry
15
does
touches?
15
Yep.
or more. 15 or more. He's just getting started when he gets 15. Because eventually he's going to break one.
Mm-hmm. But
He's
that's
gonna break one.
that's the issue, though. Like, when you have Lamar playing that well and he's in a rhythm, like, you don't want to throw him off of that. So it's like that is – but it's a good problem to have, by the way, when you have somebody who can mess around and throw 5 touchdowns and a guy who can rush for 3. Like, that's a good problem to have.
That's a good – yeah. Yeah.
So,
And just in fact, when they can reincorporate Keaton Mitchell. He's doing returns right now because they're trying to get him back acclimated.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine when they start putting him back there too.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's a great problem to have if you're Baltimore. But, yeah.
Yep. So, but it is what it is. Yeah, give it to Henry. Absolutely give it to him. Give him the damn ball, okay?
Right.
Weigh him out. Also, Henry beats defense down when Lamar's on road. Yes, he does.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he does. Because then when they start worrying about Lamar throwing, Henry getting the ball.
Yep.
Henry getting the ball. Then next thing you know, he's 15 yards downfield. And he's like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
This
Like,
freight train
who's
is coming
tackling
at
him? It ain't me.
Yeah. Hey, what they say? Business decision.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Business decisions. Yep. Business decisions. I'm not tackling them.
I ain't.
I think everything I said a couple weeks ago back.
Thank you. Look at you listening to your wise man. Look at you. I'm very proud. You know, that means a lot. That means a lot to me.
When he knocked that guy out the game, I said, nah, man, he carded him out. No, I'm good. I am good. I'm good.
Man, no. We want you to be here. We want you to be present, man. Hate for you to go down to the ground due to a stiff arm that you're not going to recover from.
Yeah, stiff arm alert. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But everyone has to open up and know Henry's going to get us the ball. Yeah. But you see, when they start loading up that box, that's when that play action comes in.
Yep.
That's when the play action comes in. So, yeah. 4 quarter, 10 minutes left. No huddle, Jackson and Henry. Yeah, I would do that. I don't know why they don't incorporate more no huddle with them. Beat them down. Keep that same defense on the field.
Your O-line can't. Y'all not conditioned enough to do all that. Y'all know it. Y'all not conditioned enough to be doing all that. 10 minutes worth of no huddle. Pass.
Hey, the 90s Buffalo team did it.
Yeah, and how many Super Bowls did they end up winning because of that?
0. But
it's not sustainable.
The Alice Cow.
The Alice Cowgirls. Yes, absolutely. So I would definitely, for sure. They have a good problem on their hands. But
yeah, absolutely. But I know you got to get rolling for your other thing, but brown bag time.
Yes, my favorite part. Yes.
Yeah. Who's your first one too?
You know what? For the last couple weeks, I have been talking about the Porta Potty Panthers. I've been talking about the Porta Potty Panthers, and it's apparent that maybe we should stop calling them the Porta Potty Panthers after this week, because there's a new team who has shown that we can do it better than y'all. And that is the New York Football Giants. Y'all get the biggest brown bag known to mankind. And preferably, if I had to pick one, Daniel Jones. Yes. Y'all, yes. You and the rest of your squad get the biggest brown bag of all time. Because when you go against the Porta Potties in Munich, in Germany, and you lose in overtime, you become the Porta Potty Giants. So not only do we have the Porta Potty Panthers, which has a nice ring to it, actually, the triple P's, if you will, we now have the Porta Potty Giants joining the crew. And
Stinky!
Oh yes, it feels so much deserved. You have no idea. Oh yes. I had to start off with them. That was a layup. Layup. Too good. The Porta Potty Giants.
The Porta Potty Giants. You
Yes.
heard it here first.
The Porta Potty Giants. There's no need to have the moniker of points per game when you have points per Giants. It's the Porta Potty Giants. That's who we have
Right.
here. That's the new PPG. Porta Potty Giants. Oh yes.
I don't know if I can beat that one. But I'll say this. You know, I ride with Detroit. I ride with them. But I'm not giving Detroit a brown bag. I'm giving Jared Goff a brown bag. Because you didn't throw not one, not two, not three, not four, but five interceptions. Man, hey, that sounded kind of familiar. Five times. Yeah, that all sounds familiar. You threw 5 interceptions. Even though y'all pulled it off and won the game. I'm just trying to figure out, what did you see that your people didn't see? Because it seemed like you were throwing the ball to the Texans. Hey, here you go. Let me give you one. Hey, you get a ball. Hey, you get a game ball. Hey, you get a game ball. Hey, you get a game ball. Hey, you want one too? Hey, there you go. Another game ball here to you. In a matter of 5 times. Interception. Jared Goff. And like I said, I ride with Detroit, but Detroit's not getting the brown bag. You're getting that brown bag because that was on you. Solely on you, even though you won the game. So, Jared, the next time I come up there, the Ford Field, I'm going to take a picture with a brown bag, and this one's for you. Okay? That's for you, Jared Goff.
Wow. Well, I'm going to stick in the NFC North and just say that, does anybody realize how bad the Bears are? Like, I mean, not just bad, because we all know them to be bad. They've been bad for most of our lifetimes. They haven't seen a championship since the 85 Bears. I know I'm talking to a lot of veterans in here. Some of y'all weren't even adults yet when the Bears last won a championship. And this year, just when they thought they had a little bit of promise with Caleb Williams and the roster that they have on offense, Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, DeAndre Swift, Cole Kmet, Rome Odunze. You mean to tell me you can only come up with 3 points against the New England Patriots?
Patriots?
Really?
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. The last 3 games, you've scored a total of 17 points. Not good. And now they fired their offensive coordinator when they should have fired their head coach. But of course, they're showing that they're not serious. But you just get a brown bag by having 3 points up against the New England Patriots. And now you're struggling to score on offense altogether the past 3 games. Not pretty. No bueno. No. And we might have to put y'all in the same conversations as the Porta Potty Giants. So,
right.
You know what? As much as we love to have our brown bags, I think we should have the Porta Potties instead. These are the Porta Potties of the NFL. We have the pillars of the Porta Potties and the Panthers who may get out. They may start smelling some fresh air pretty soon. It's 2 wins in a row. But those Giants, the Porta Potty Giants, and as of this week, the Porta Potty Bears. Yeah, the Bears that are stinky along the way. So I have to go with the Chicago Bears getting the brown bag, the stinky brown bag.
Yep.
Get out of here. Brown bag, baby. Oh, yeah.
So, okay. All right. Let me see if I can top that one. Okay.
Oh, I know
I'm
you
coming
can.
over here to the AFC North now.
Okay.
Oh, I'm coming to the AFC North because I'm picking on us. I'm picking on us. And let me tell you why I'm going to pick on us. Because our defense is so goddamn awful.
How
You
awful
allow
is it?
one man in 2 games, one man to get over 400 yards receiving.
Oh my God.
One guy. First game when we played the Bengals, he had 174, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. And then he comes to Baltimore and said, you know something? I had so much fun carving y'all up like a Thanksgiving Day turkey. I'm going to do it again because I'm always open. Hey, Barrow, I'm open. Barrow, I'm open. Barrow, I am open. And he carved us up for 264 yards. One guy carved us up for over 400 yards. Barrow throws for what? Damn near 800 yards on us in 2 games.
That's right.
Defense, you all get brown bags for this. I don't care if it's the front. I don't care if it's the middle. I don't care if it's the back. You're all to blame for that atrocity happened on national TV and allowing our offense to bail us out of it. So defense, this is defense only. Defense only. You get a brown bag for allowing one person to decimate us. One person to decimate us in 2 games.
Unbelievable. Well, my last one. You know, we got to go back to the black bag this week. Yet again, it's the lovely New York Jets doing it all over again, baby. Except this time, they do it in Arizona. So it's not just at home, y'all. They do it on the road. Oh, yeah. And Aaron Rodgers, you, sir, get a brown bag from me because, number one, I bet on you and you failed, okay? Number 2, you get a brown bag because you went through an entire first half for only completing 40 yards of passing. I didn't know that was possible. I didn't know that you could do that. I didn't know an NFL quarterback could do that. Well, alongside Zach Wilson and Bryce Young and Deshaun Watson and Derek Carr and
Yeah.
And
the list goes on and on and on.
All them terrible quarterbacks. Yeah, I didn't think that was possible, but yet you did the unthinkable. And you did 40 yards in the first half passing. Now, I am personally a little stung because I put money on you to get 220 passing yards. Nothing crazy. But to only come up with 40 in the first half and 70 altogether was embarrassing. And this whole idea of, well, the Jets can get in the playoffs. You remember that conversation? Oh, maybe the Jets can get in the playoffs now because they beat the Texans. Please, get out of here. Stop it. It's over. It's a wreck. Don't even think about playing next year, even though I'm seeing reports that you are. Just forget about it. You, sir, this week.
Uncle Ern.
This week, you get a special black bag with your name on it. And also for the team, you are the Porta Potty Jets for the week. The Porta Potty Jets are in full effect. The airlines no longer work. Stinking it up, man. Somebody's looking for fresh air, and it ain't going to be them. The New York Jets, the Porta Potty Jets, the Porta Potty Giants, and the Porta Potty Bears are all stinky. And that's all that I needed to know, and that's all that I needed to say. That's it.
Oh, man, you got Uncle Ern on me.
I did. 2 times in a row now.
We sent him back to the dark retreat. Yeah, go back to the darkness there.
Yeah, take your bag with you. Go for it.
Yep.
You and your black bag.
Absolutely. Since you got Uncle Ern for me, I'm tapping out. I was coming for Uncle Ern. I'm tapping out. All right. We appreciate each and every one of you. You know how we do. Even though it's on this Wednesday edition, but hey, we came. Like I said, it's lifing. And it happens. But we're back. we see y'all next week. Hey, Thursday night footballs, Eagles, Commanders. It's going down. They're starting off week 11, and that's going to be a bomb burner. Sunday, Ravens, Steelers. May the best team win. May the best team win. But like I said at the beginning of the show, fuck Pittsburgh. Yeah, you know how I feel. It's fuckery week all week long. All week long. It's fuckery week. So I'm be talking a whole bunch of fuckery the whole week. So until that game is over. Now, if I gotta eat my words, I'm still not gonna eat them. I'll just come on here and take my lumps. Hey, on Tuesday, I'll take my lumps. One of these days, I'll take my lumps. But hey, since Tish is on here, me and Tish, we have a bet. So the bet is, if either team gets swept, then somebody has to wear a jersey. So I ain't letting you get out of that one, okay? Be on them when you're there. Oh yeah, it's getting ugly. Okay. It's getting ugly. Get ready for what? It ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
For what?
For what? It's not gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. So, but we'll see. We will see. Hey, let's get ready for Thursday. Let's get ready for Sunday. Let's get ready for Monday, and let's get ready for Tuesday because the trash talking will begin. We see y'all later. TJ has another show he about to go do. So if you're tuned in, you'll see him out there. Go tune into that one also. Me and Tree, we're gonna be with you in about an hour or so.
Yeah, right.
So I'll be back in about an hour and a half. Me and Tree coming up. All right. We see y'all later.